Happy Tuesday. My name is Dori Patrick. I'm a mixed media artist, and I'm coming at you from my home studio here on this really cold, wintry day. I've got my peppermint tea handy here. It is really cold, you guys. I know it's below zero, but I don't know what the wind chill is. Last I heard, maybe last night, it was negative 27 wind chill or something insane like that. I mean, that's just insane. That's just too cold. Anyway, I think most of you across the United States anyway are also kind of feeling the chill, and I hope you are all safe and warm and aren't having too many weather-related problems. We have pretty much just hunkered down. We've spent the past couple of days every few hours kind of digging out again. The wind picked up, it's really drifting, so we're doing a lot of shoveling and you know, all that stuff that you do in the winter, and just kind of hoping your pipes don't freeze and stuff like that. Anyway, I thought it might be fun to check in with you this week, and I have been meaning to do this video really since Christmas time, because this is a Christmas art supply haul video. And I got spoiled, you guys, spoiled by my family. Sorry, I'm gonna shift here, try to get a little more comfortable here. Yeah, I got so spoiled by my kids and my husband. They just like ticked off my wish list for art supplies. It was insane. And part of my gift was a gift card to Blick, and so some of this is what I bought with my gift card. Yeah, I thought that would be fun to do. There's a lot of fun stuff. I love a supply haul because I just love learning what other people love using. So I hope that you enjoy it. It is, I'll share links where I can, or if I can remember. I do realize that haul videos are very indulgent, and and believe me, I am so grateful. They actually went a little over the top, but I think they know by now that I'm gonna use my art supplies, so I intend to put them all to good use. And some of them I haven't had a chance to even try out yet, but we'll get to that in a second. Other than fighting the cold weather, I have been easing in to production mode again in the studio, which has been really exciting. I have a couple of things just on the horizon. I'm going to probably announce them next time I see you here. I'll be working on a solo show for the next few weeks, and then I have my first major event of the year coming up in the spring, and that comes fast, you guys. So I have a lot to do for both of these events. So that's kind of why I have been gearing up and trying to get the juices flowing again. And I eased into that by doing some works on paper. And in fact, let me grab them real quick and I will show them to you. Even though it's freezing cold, the sun is so bright today. I've got like fabric draped over the window, and it's just, it's so bright. So hopefully this won't be too bad. Let me grab my paper pieces and I'll show you. So these are some mixed media. This is mixed media paper. I usually go for like a Strathmore or think these are all Strathmore mixed media paper. There might be some Fabriano paper in here too, but I like the mixed media paper because then I can just do whatever I want and I don't have to worry about the paper giving way or whatnot. But so I did I did 4 pieces. I did 2 small and 2 larger pieces, and I haven't decided completely on the orientation of these yet, but they are just really, I'm gonna see if I can give you some close-ups. Isn't that fun, fun, fun? So basically I did, I put all these 4 pieces down and I just alternated between them. So whatever I did to one piece, I did to the other 3 pieces. And here's the biggie one. I really, really love this one. And I think they're pretty much done. You know, I just set them aside and then I'm gonna come back at them again with final touches and a final coat of varnish over the top. I kind of like my finish to be the same over all the mediums that I use, if that makes sense. So I think they're pretty much done. I'm just setting them aside for now, but I'm telling you, I had so much fun, and I had a little trouble getting started. So when I have trouble getting started, I crank music. So I crank music, I put my little headphones in. I've got this like happy mix playlist on Spotify that makes me get moving. And then I set the timer. So I think with these I did 4 sets of 15-minute sessions. So I'll set the timer for 15 minutes and I just tell myself, okay, I can do anything for 15 minutes. Just start moving your hands, get after it. And by the end of that 15 minutes, I'm usually like, okay, I got this. I'm excited. I want to keep going. And so that is kind of how I get going when I'm feeling stuck. So those were my first paintings of 2024. You guys got to see them. Da 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 da. There's something really freeing about working on paper too. So if you are feeling stuck and not sure how to get started, I think paper is a great way to go because it just is less precious. And truly, I'm slowly getting into the mindset that nothing is precious. Everything can be worked on, but there's still that intimidation of a canvas, I think, that is different than on paper. So first paintings of 2024. Woo-hoo. I'm excited about those. And now I'm kind of starting into working on some pieces on board, on wood panels. I've got a couple pieces that they're like built into a frame. And those are actually figurative pieces. I'll show you the inspiration for one of them. Oops. The other thing I do when I get stuck is I grab an art journal or a sketchbook and I just page through. And if something strikes me, then I will use that as my inspiration for a piece. It's your work, so you can copy yourself all day if you want to. And so this is kind of the piece that's inspiring me. I have loved this little horse. He's in my, this is an old altered book journal that's actually almost filled up. And I ended up patching him together with assorted papers, and I thought, God, he'd be so cool on a bigger piece. So I'm working on a horsey piece, and then I'm also working on a couple of abstracts on canvas, and also a big bowl of strawberries, which I'm excited about. So that's what's happening in the studio. I also have spent the early part of this new year organizing my studio. I really went through everything with a pretty fine tooth comb. And I ended up taking some stuff to Goodwill that I didn't need anymore. I just rearranged, resorted through things, and that felt really good. I had stuff up in my office in the cupboard that needed to be down here, and I had stuff down here that needed to be in a different storage. So I really just kind of got everything where it needs to be. I have just been spending time setting up for the new year. That also includes reviewing my pricing. And just about every year for the past, I don't know, several years, I use the beginning of the year to look at my pricing and raise it. Prices are simply going up on everything. And they are going up on my paintings as well. So, but the new year is kind of a good time to just think about all that stuff. And not even just the paintings, but all of my product that I sell as well. Stickers and cards and stuff like that. So I just kind of look at my entire gamut of things that I do and really analyze where things can be improved, what things can be dropped off the list. There'll be some things I'm just not gonna do because I just don't want to anymore. So that's kind of fun and freeing to kind of plan through some of that stuff. So there'll be some exciting things coming in 2024, and I am looking forward to sharing it all with you. For right now, I'm going to pop the camera around, and I think we'll just do an overhead shot here of my art supply haul. There's a lot of stuff, you guys, and so there's a lot of stuff, and I would like to just go through it, and I'll try to share links where I can. I may come back in a follow-up video later on and share what I think of some of these things, because I haven't had time to even play with them. I really just kind of need to let you look through it, and then I need to put it away because I've gotta get going. Okay, so I will meet you back here in just a few minutes. Okay. Hi guys, we're back at the tabletop. Oh my gosh, I have so much to show you. Let me just zoom you in a little bit. I'm gonna show you a few not as fun things. I don't know. I'm not going to do any particular order here, but I do have these kind of sorted into types of items. So one of the things I got a few basics with my gift card that I thought, I've never had these, and I've always wanted, and I just never really got around to getting them, but I got a couple of I got a tube wringer and a tube squeezer. They pretty much do the same thing, but they're for rolling up your tubes of paint, like at the very end, so you don't waste a drop of your paint that comes in a tube. So these are going to be really handy. I currently do some kind of whacker jobby. I cut off the end and I scoop from the back side of the tube, and then I keep cutting and clipping, and that's kind of a mess. I'm hoping maybe this will be a little more useful for using up my tube paint. So that's fun. I also needed to replace my favorite palette knife. I love this plastic one from Blick. I love this size. They're super cheap. I think these were just like $1 or $2 a piece. So I got a couple of those. I use these for my molding paste and for swaths of color on my canvas. I also wanted to try Blick's glue sticks for my, there we go, for my collage work. I haven't tried them. I'm going to see what I think about them. A couple other little basics that I picked up with my gift card are for working on large pieces a lot easier. I think I saw Sandy Hester here on YouTube using something kind of similar to this as her water bucket, and I really love the idea of having a few separate containers of water. I find that when I, especially if I have black, and a lot of my paintings start with black and white, the black just, will overpower everything, and you have to make trips to the sink to clean up your brushes more constantly. So I'm thinking about maybe sorting this in some fashion. I don't know yet, but I think this is going to come in handy for working on larger pieces. I can't remember how much this was. I don't think it was more than $15 or so. And I found this little guy for mixing larger amounts of paint when I'm working on large canvases. So it's pretty much like a cupcake tin. I reckon you could probably use a cupcake tin as well. But I found this. I like the finish of the plastic. It'll be easy to clean up. So we'll see. And it's lightweight, so I feel like I could also hold a few colors in my hand while I'm working, and it won't be too strenuous. So those are a couple basics that I got. This is something kind of fun and indulgent that I actually ended up receiving 2 of these because my kids got me a box and my husband got me a box, but they are scratch notes. In fact, it's a heavy duty paper that has a coating of black over a color underneath. So you use the little tool and you scratch through it, and it's so fun. Let me see if I can get you a little closer. So the little tool just scratches through, and you don't know what colors you're gonna get. It's just all very random rainbow colors. And it really works well. I was surprised. I was thinking maybe it wouldn't be so great, but it really scratches really easily. Kind of makes a little bit of a mess, like a scratch ticket. But I have been having fun with writing little notes to my husband and my friends. I'll write like a little thank you to my customers in their package with this, and it has been really fun. And these are like super affordable. I think this was $5, and you get like 125 notes. So Rainbow Scratch Art Notes by Melissa and Doug. That was fun, fun, fun. Okay, now I've made a big mess. Okay, next up, a couple other random tools type things. I put this on my list, and I was really surprised that my family got this for me. But I just heard about it online a couple months ago, and I had no idea that this exists. This is for when you're doing your digital work on your iPad, or I use my laptop goes into tablet mode so I can draw right on the screen. This keeps your hand from engaging the screen, so you can actually rest your hand on the screen and draw with your stylus. What? Isn't that amazing? I'm like, are you kidding me? Because I can't tell you guys how many times I have had to go back and correct things because I want to rest my hand, or I bump it by accident and I have to go back and erase or whatever. This is a game changer. It is funny looking, isn't it? But, and I don't remember, I think this was just a few dollars. Was not very expensive, but this is going to really get me back into the digital art making mode, I think. Okay, then something kind of fun and frivolous, but also wonderful. I got the glitter tape multi-pack set by Gouache. And I think this was available on Amazon. I can't even remember where I heard about it, but something just told me, oh, you gotta have this for your planner, for your art journaling. These are all glitter tapes. I've had Gouache brand washi tape before, and it is really good quality. So I am excited. I've just been like opening the box and looking at them. I knew I would open them with you guys, and they're just so yummy. They're just like little Christmas ornaments. So I'm excited to unwrap all those and actually put them to work. Yay! Oh man, I love washi tape. Okay, so next we're gonna go to, let's see. We're gonna go to the notebook category because I did get a few notebooks. And you guys, I did not need notebooks, but oh well. I got some and I'm excited about them. So I think maybe you've heard me talk about this brand. I'm gonna sit down here. Ugly Books is the brand. You buy them online from their company directly. You can't find these in the art supply stores. So if you go to Google uglybooks.com and you will find them. They are these fabulous, they come in different sizes. This is the little size. They come in 3 packs. And they have colored paper inside. And they have all kinds of colorways. There's pink paper, there's yellow paper, there's blue paper. These, I think this pack has black paper inside a yellow cover. They're really affordable and they are really fun to play with. I was really intrigued with them a year or two ago, and I bought a bunch, and then I was like, oh, what do I even do with these? I don't know. But I have taken to having these up in our TV room when we're sitting watching movies, and I doodle in them with my Posca pens and my gel pens. And working on the different colored papers really has been a fun challenge. I'm currently working through a book similar to this one that is full of royal blue paper. And it's so fun to see how all the pens and markers work on the different color papers. It has really become a fun challenge. I just had to get my head on straight and realize that, of course, it's going to be different than just working in a regular sketchbook. So look them up. I think you might like what you see there. Like I said, there are other sizes. There's a bigger landscape size as well. I haven't dug into that one yet. And I love that they come in 3 packs, because I have also been sharing these with friends. So you don't feel like you can't. You feel like you can share them because you've got 2 more of the same kind. So those are super fun. My hubby, he is always good about keeping track of what Arteza is up to. I think he gets notifications on Amazon or something when they have little specials. Arteza is kind of a medium quality brand of art supply. I would compare them to, like, their paints, I would compare to a higher end craft paint, maybe kind of like a Liquitex a little bit. And I enjoy them thoroughly. I have used a lot of their paints, and I use their sketchbooks as well. And I really like this size. This is the mixed media paper, and it comes in 5.5 by 8.5, and this is a 3 pack. So that is going to take me a while to get through, but I am very excited. And because they're really affordable too, you don't have to be precious with them. You know, you can slap some paint on in these and, you know, tear them out and use them in collage. And I love the hard cover on those. And then my sweet kids got me this. This has also been on my list for a while. It's the Moleskine art collection sketchbook, and it's the big, I don't think, it's definitely not the biggest one that they do, but it is 8.5 by 11-ish, I would say. And I love this red cover so much. And there's something about Moleskine. Their paper is just, it's so smooth and creamy. So I'm going to one day dig into this and have some fun with that. It's a sketchbook, so I will be definitely testing my limits with what I can do with that paper. We'll see. So this was very special. I've wanted this for a long time. The red one. I've really wanted that one for a long time. Okay, so now let's move on to paints. This I picked up with my gift card. I needed a new fluorescent red, so I got the Liquitex Basics. I use fluorescent red a lot lately. I use it as an underpainting, an undercoat to really brighten colors that I lay on top. I don't know, I just really love it. And I have a teeny little smidge of my golden fluorescent red left, and so I decided to get this one to try it out. So we'll see. Otis is right outside the door, and he is dying that he can't be in here with me. He hears me talking, and it's just killing him. Okay, next up, Arteza. Again, my husband spoiled me with a set. Whoopsie, sorry about that. I need to pay attention to what I'm doing. I got a set of the iridescent, and I got a set of the regular craft acrylic paint. So I have used both of these in the past and really love them. The iridescents I really love using when I do Christmas, like Christmas ornaments and things. I love doing a little sheen of iridescent along with regular colors when I want a little extra sparkle. So those are really fun. My gosh, so crazy. Okay, and then these two things are new to me. One of these things I've wanted both of these for a long time, but I couldn't believe that I opened these on Christmas morning. So this, and I don't know how you pronounce this. Is it Hemi? I need to look that up. But this is a gouache set that my daughter gave me. And she said she has this set and really likes them. So she was kind of excited that I had this on my list. Really not knowing anything about it. I just, somehow it came up on my radar. But it comes with this great little palette that you can work off of and mix, and then there's an assortment. And I have not opened anything yet because I wanted to wait for you guys to see, but this is a big set. So when I'm ready, I'll peel off the tops of all of these, and I will see. I think that they get activated with water, a little like a watercolor. I'm not sure. I've got to play with them, and I'm hoping to do that this week. Ooh, isn't that pretty? So yeah, this is like a big set for 24 colors, and they're chunky little pots of paint. So I am really excited to try these out. And they come with a cute little set of brushes in a cute little bag. Whoa, with a bird on it. Oh my God, he's so cute. I gotta save him. So yeah, I'm excited about these. I've got to get them unwrapped and stop being precious. Oh, I love that pink. Okay, yeah. Maybe we can do a little swatching session in another video and see what we think of these, because I don't have a lot of experience with gouache. But I know a lot of people really love it, and I think that might be something fun to play with in my art journal. And this little, I love this little container, this little snap-on, whoops, I didn't snap that on right, little snap-on lid. I mean, even when I use up the gouache, that is going to be really handy, little handy container. Okay, next up, this is, my husband surprised me with this. I think this was in my stocking. This is Beam paints. B-E-A-M paints. These are handmade watercolor, and I believe they do some gouache as well. Made by an indigenous family. I'm gonna share their link in the show notes so you can find them. They have been on my radar for a really long time, and I'm just so excited to have. So he got me the little sampler set. Oh, and he picked colors he knew I would love. Oh my gosh. So they are handmade watercolor paints. Isn't that crazy? Oh my God, I'm just so excited. Yeah, and then it looks like there's another one here, maybe a sample. So I've got a pink and a blue, and this looks shimmery, and then this one looks like a phthalo turquoise, yellow green. And then let's see what this one is. I kind of open stuff like a wild animal. Ooh, that's a brown. Oh, that's pretty. And I love how they're wrapped in this wax canvas. So you just keep them in this little, in this little pod, and you just get them wet and use them out of the little canvas pods. I'm really excited to try these. We'll swatch these again. We'll swatch these in another video. Yeah. Okay. So that's from Beam, and their packaging is so lovely. They really are earth conscious with their packaging. Okay, next up. This is getting to be a long video. Some miscellaneous. Oh, here. These are kind of miscellaneous. I got these with my gift card too. Blick has in their stores. I'm not sure if you can get these on the website. I think you can get the mulberry paper packs on their website, but I often will just grab a little handful of some of these handmade papers, and I love them. I use them as is, and I also will sometimes embellish a little, or get a little paint on them to kind of mar some of the busier designs. But I just love adding to my stash, and there's always a good assortment of colors. And then the mulberry paper also is fun to work with. It's thin, so you can kind of use it like a deli paper. Sometimes I use it plain, sometimes I embellish it as well. There's that. I got a couple of inexpensive sets of markers. I don't remember how these got on my radar. I think maybe Hannah, if you look up Hannah from Sweden, I think she was sharing some new markers that she got, and that might have been where I saw a couple of these brand names. These are going to be great in my dry media sketchbooks. There's just a good variety of colors here. They have, this one has a dual, actually both sets, they both have a dual tip. So this one has 2 bullet nibs. And then I think this set, the Ton Meat, has a brush. There we go. It has a little brush tip. Ooh. and then a finer tip. Can you hear Otis? He's crying. I'm probably gonna have to let him come in here. Oh, that's a fine tip. Okay, nice. Okay, so I've got those to play around with. That's exciting. All right, I'm back. I have relented and I've let Otis come in and join us. So if you hear tippy tapping, that is my boy wandering around wreaking havoc. But we're almost done, friends. This I also could not believe, but I ended up with some Derwent Inktense blocks. I have been wanting these for a long time too. If you know, you know. These are a water-soluble ink block. So not quite a crayon. I would say they're harder than a crayon. They aren't soft. They're not soft at all. They kind of have a colored pencil consistency, but it's in the shape of a block. And so you can just pop these babies out. You can break them up if you want to, you know, or you can use the side or whatever. It's not really a great tool for a lot of fine detailed work, but that's okay because that's not what I'm after. I love the idea of getting down some big swaths of color with these and then possibly activating with water, possibly not. I'm going to play around with these. And also I want to know how well they layer on top of my acrylic paints. So you guys, oh my gosh, I got a 12 and a 36. I mean, isn't that crazy? I realize that I am quite spoiled and I seriously don't need anything for like ever, but yeah, famous last words, right? Okay, so in addition to, so I got those Inktense blocks as a gift, and with my gift card, I decided to finally get the Derwent water brushes so that I can play around with the two in my journal, and I am excited about that. And this was in my stocking, some more Prismacolor pencils. These are by far my favorite colored pencil of all time. So yeah, that was exciting. Okay, and then finally, writing tools. I had on, because I have been having so much fun in these ugly books in the colored paper, I had on my list some pens that are very opaque and will work on the colored paper really well. So some of these were gifts and some of these I got with my gift card, but as you know, I love a Posca pen. They are my all-time favorite paint pen, and my family gave me, I can't remember which ones were gifts and which ones I got, but I got the glitter. So this is a super fine point and then the fine point in the sparkly glitter ink. I've had the glitter pens before. They are very successful. They are so lovely. Like everything else that Posca makes, they work. They're worth every penny. So I'm excited to play with those on my colored papers. And then Santa got me a couple of my favorite colors in the fine Posca pen. The aqua and the yellow. Bullet. That's the bullet tip. That's my favorite one for working in those small books. So those, these I got with my gift card. I picked these up at Blick because I was just curious about them, and I don't know what kind, other than it says the brand is Pentel. It says that very faintly on the barcode there, but it's it is just a nice nib, medium-sized nib, and I'm going to try to doodle with these. I think these are permanent. So yeah, I got black, red, and green. I think there were other colors. I just grabbed this little assortment to try out. These were on my list too. I have used these before, and I think mine ran out of ink. These are by Tombow. They're the, whatever that says, they're the calligraphy brush pens. In here, I'll open it up so you can see what the nib is like. I know when a word has defeated me. It's like, don't bother. Yeah, oh, so these are a very similar tip. Yeah, so it's a nice medium size. Oh yeah, and see, that's a nice broad line on the side. Oh, and there's Otis with his bone. Yeah, oh, that's going to be fun. So you can get a really fine line with the tip of the pen and then run it on its side for that broader line. So those will be fun to play with. And it looks like those are both black. So yeah, Tombow. Okay, a few more things, guys. This is just silly. Yes, hi, buddy. Hi. Yeah. He has this bone that he carries around, and it, after all this chewing, it's really rough. And so he comes up to say hi, and he ends up scratching you, and it's painful. It's just, he's a mess. What can I say? Okay, last up. Prismacolor ebony graphite pencils. I think I shared these in my last video. I love drawing with these, and so Santa gave me a 12-count box. I'm very excited about that. And then a couple of my all-time favorite Stabilo Alls. Stabilo All. Try those out if you haven't. And then finally, for the fun in my ugly books, the gel pens. And I have been playing around with gel pens for a while now in my journals and my doodling and stuff, and I have come to the conclusion that yes, hi buddy, I like a bold tip. So bold, it's the 0.5 millimeter line. That is what I like to use. I've played around with lots of the really fine tips. I just don't love those as much. I think I like a bold line. I think I like, especially when I'm coloring in a space, I don't like it to take forever. And so I like that bold line. So Santa treated me to the Jelly Roll pens in several colorways plus white in that bold 0.5 millimeter tip, and I couldn't be more excited because these are they're opaque, they're juicy, they're so yummy on this colored paper. It's gonna be a blast. Especially these neons are gonna be awesome on dark paper. As well as the white for that matter, and then vice versa. You know, some of these darker colors are going to really pop off of the bright papers as well. So I am really, really jazzed about that. And that's all I have to show you guys in the my shameless art supply haul. Thank you so much for joining me for another Talkie Tuesday, guys. I hope that you had fun. And if you love using some of these products, I would love to hear how you like to use them. I love an art supply haul. It's so exciting. I am going to try to check in again within a week or two and let you know what's on the horizon for 2024. I mean, we are planning. It's crazy. And that's Otis dropping his bone. So he says that we are done. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.